Nameplates off.
I mean, nameplates off. We're not even playing this game. We're just going to go to game 2.
Yeah.
Nameplates on, we might have...
And now we're going to get a bit of a map split situation. We'll see what Canyon can do with this, how much he can deny.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Duru's just flashing onto hype. He may just die as a result, and in fact, he does. So... Okay.
Croco spent it all on ruby crystals, so we need a bit more.
All right. Ruler not going to be found here by Polo as Canyon's moving over. Spear is not going to connect. They are just going to focus on the Dragon. Inside track picked up by Chovy. He'll be able to move his way over. And remember, Showstopper is at the ready. So he could pull anyone out of this pit if he would like to. Croco going to try and make this a 50-50 as best he can. The Hail of Arrows value is going to come on through there as it is Croco that locks it up. The Haymaker, though, keeps Chovy alive. And Closer just burns down to Duro. Gen.G will even out the kills, but the Drake goes over to Bro.
I think you're okay with that. If you're Bro, you know, at the end of the day,
you just sit in a brush, or you sit in the middle of the lane and you channel, and they have to get the heck out, and you don't even have to flash, so you just do it again. All right, Chovy going to clear out a ward. True Shot Barrage only hitting onto Croco here, and Chovy going down incredibly low. Another Haymaker to try and save his life as he doesn't have flash. He's just going to burn down. He is dead. As Keen, he has to flash away. The Permafrost is still going to connect, and there it's Closer landing the ulti. The all-out here from Keen as the Keen Sante is trying to stay alive, and now he's doing more than that. He wants to kill Polu. He wants to kill them all, but in fact, he just dies.
Good moves from Bro, finding the fight, finding the team fight there, able to connect on the right targets. And ultimately should be able to move to...
Like maybe they're saying, oh, we're publicly executing our tax deductions. You know, like maybe that's what they're talking about. And you can get away with it that way.
A tax reference?
Yeah, there we go. They don't really worry.
Have a lot of DPS overall. Now they are going for the Herald. Will we see Bro contest?
Well, they are moving over. Teleport is going to bring them in as Closer off to the side. There's a heroic charge. As a big shield from Duro, and the equalizer, fantastic once again, right on top of Chovy, but he just walks his way out, and now Keen continuing to fight here. The dive forward from Duro, he gets a big heal from that Primal Surge, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end as the re-engage comes through the face breaker, the Haymaker, it's Chovy all over again, and the Bro tax ain't enough to save them in that fight.
Gen.G's team fighting so crisp, so clean, and the Bros get baited in, ain't able to clean up there. Now, Mystic Shot doesn't connect. Herald comes through. I thought Canyon was going to chase after him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, that's not the driving I was expecting. Never mind, it's okay. I think Ruler really wanted that blue buff.
Go into the team.
Flex.
Massive slam, massive amount of damage. Immediately, Croco and Hyper low. Oh, Ruler?
Oh, in the Ruler spot. Well, there is your Bro tax at work, ladies and gentlemen. Grabbing a kill onto Ruler here.
Keep it rolling. We need those funds.
Yeah.
I feel like the game's in a delicate spot at the moment.
But if you take your foot off the gas,
it looks like
it's just gone.
They're letting it go. I honestly, I think this might be the right call. I think banned an arrow from Varus. It could just be healed up by Nidalee.
Yeah. It's poke and counter poke as Chains of Corruption just picks the gap. And this tower is very not long for this world. Keen able to get out of there as once again Duro going in the Magnet Storm to save his top laner's life, but maybe not his own. As Chovy going to separate Croco, just utilizes the Showstopper, takes out the jungler, and maybe it's time for another convent.
Well and calculated, they find the advantage taking out Croco. Oh, that's just...
Oh, man, the side step, really nice.
That's just rude.
Yeah, and that cancels the back, so no one... Oh my god, the hubris on this man is absurd.
The Overlord's Bloodmail, maximizing the Haymaker damage.
He's in position, but Duro, he can certainly stop this Sejuani from getting in, but he is able to just walk on over. Doesn't have a whole lot of friends in the vicinity, and look at this, there are wards everywhere for Gen.G. Closer looking to get in, unbinds the soul pretty early on, and the Baron down to 5k. Croco could possibly get in here as Polu's going to evict Ruler. That is a lot of the damage now missing from the fight, but the three-man queue comes through from Keen. He goes all out, tries to get into that backline as he does dive, and it allows Ruler to get back into the fight. And now Chovy, it's his turn to frontline, but they chain CC him. They destroy him, and it's Hype that picks up a triple. Is it a pentarangle? That's the question. As the answer is, do they even survive against Canyon? He really wanted that one. The Mystic Shot, though, is what cuts down Closer. And these health bars are too low. Ruler is taking them out, but it's Hype that finds the arrow! And Canyon, he will be able to stop them from getting over here because they have to. Now, a fight around this next Infernal Dragon, but not before. This outer turret does go down in the mid lane. They've been working on that for quite some time.
Give Dragon 1, okay. Give Dragon 2, give Dragon 3.
Maybe not when it's a triple stack Infernal as well. That is
the lack. Well, he felt like he had to do Krogs because of the bro tax.
Yeah.
The lack of it.
Yeah, he needed the money. He couldn't afford the next item. The Baron is just gone as a result.
They're just saving up for the next objective.
And they have to save up. There's not enough time. Oh no. We need to stop it.
Oh.
As Closer's going to try and ult his way out. That was such a weird like that for this set. Will make him just feel a whole lot better, but it's just cool seeing these items utilized. As Gen.G will be able to get the shove, take down this inner turret in the mid lane there. Playing this 4-1 actually kind of beautifully. It was the 4-stack on the top side of the map with Keen in mid. Now they've moved Chovy towards the bottom side as Canyon needs to go golden. He will, as there's the Magnus Storm as well. The Superplex to bring out Morgan, but the Keeper's Verdict gets rid of the set. How is Canyon alive? Why? What? How did you? What? It's not allowed. Morgan now is just going to get punched by Chovy 3 times and he's dead. This is not fair. We paid out bro tax. They were supposed to survive. How are 3 dead and Canyon's still alive?
Now Gen.G looking to push for the end.
I agree with you, Digon. That was BS. That was not fair.
So much was spent. So much was spent on this game. I don't know if we can recover.
I don't think so. First Nexus turret gonna go down. The Haymaker's doing so much damage as the Keen Sante is going all out as they look for the last remaining kill. There it is. Kill comes through. That is the ace. 0-0-10 for Canyon on this Nidalee as they destroy the... You try something the first time around, they're like, oh, we've shoehorned Gen.G into a composition that doesn't look that good on paper. Pieces. Because then I wouldn't have the piece for my Millennium Falcon. That's all right. Keen is in trouble. He is getting scared, and you can see why. That is the Lord picking up the first blood. Going on. This Nocturne walked over a ward. He's level 5. They're just going to walk up to Keen. Let's see whether Keen can outplay this. It's going to be real difficult as Chovy comes over. This might save it as Keen, underneath this turret, he's so incredibly low. Hype is going to be able to pick up the kill, but the turret gets mad at him. Chovy now in a whole host of trouble himself, and down he will go. The dive could not be better by the bros. And
it's money. Gen.G are posturing to contest this, though.
Yeah.
Morgan has no TPs walking over.
Well, there is the smite from Croco. He makes things dark, but the Pop Blossom is going to get spell shielded, but Hype does get picked up. Now Croco able to dive on top of Duro, who's tanking up a lot. It does eventually go down, but that is just the support. In trade for 3, I think Gen.G are happy about that one, and Keen looking for his revenge. Hype forced to flash away, and he will get himself out of the pit. Now, he might be able to use it like a dash on Ambessa. That'd be very fun. As Polo, not as fun. He's going to get taken down to 300 health. Hype, no one to really cull, but still, that is going to be the Dragon.
Be real. Sometimes people think analysis needs to be complex, really insightful. Sometimes it can be simple. Sometimes, like, don't die, Morgan, please. He is not going to be able to do anything about that. You know what, Max? You're correct. He shouldn't have died there.
See? Yes. It wasn't very good. But I did have a very immersive experience, and I do like that, as Keen is going to have an immersive experience into the Death Chamber. Here as Closer is going to close in on him. He might be able to do a bit of damage here to Morgan, but he's not. So down goes the Gwen. They return the favor. It's from that shield. Oh, they were fantastic. GC. As Rift Herald is being taken picture-in-picture. And we are going to see yet another fight. This time everyone's here. The flash comes in. Oh, that's a phenomenal shove back there from Closer, but the answer is even better from Gen.G. Hype gets interrupted. He's so far forward as the Acathian rains down, but Morgan, he doesn't get anyone with the counter-strike, and now he's just looking silly as Ruler gets yet another one, and Closer is the last man standing. It looked like
Yeah.
Oh no!
The camera
the camera swap was not what we needed. And then he goes to look back. Does he even, like, I don't even know whether he has a face.
He's traumatized. I'm traumatized.
I've seen some canisters.
Another Infernal Dragon for Gen.G. Bro, yet to get an Infernal Dragon in this game. You may think, well, maybe we haven't had an Infernal Dragon in this game. No Infernal Dragons, though.
they've had 3 dragons. Yes, you're exactly right. Closer decided he wanted to get out, and Chovy said no.
Yeah, he didn't.
He's so charming. He just convinces Closer to stick around.
He didn't know you were there.
And he just weavers walled into a guy that can just hitch a like, really? It's like he was on one of the old trains, right? And he just took an umbrella and just hooked him off. Fox is dying. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a thing happening here on the top side of the map as Croco does manage to kill Keen.
Oh, it's all gone.
But it's a double kill for Duro.
Oh, it's a wuffy tuffy.
It's a wuffy tuffy indeed.
Oh my god. I got oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, we've got the Wukong's going to drive Shelly into another turret.
You know what?
Ruler's keen to go. Fun time, not a long time. And it's not a long. Look at that. He even managed to question mark ping.
But like it was good
in the
reaction.
middle of that.
But he was unaware. He was just like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. He actually just said, "What is this?" The ping was like almost at exactly the same time as the charm. That was what was so impressive about it. They both react. Oh my god, speaking of which, the charm gonna connect onto Hype. Chovy going for a bit of a drive-by here as the resets are starting to come in. There's another one. And Gen.G really starting to look like the playing with the food has begun.
Oh. You know what I just noticed, Max?
What did you just notice?
So if you actually look at the top of the screen, so Bro...
Oh, God, okay, I'm doing it again.
Yeah, so Bro... No, not that. If you look,
okay.
Bro are 5 and 12, and Gen.G are 17 and 0. I didn't...
Oh!
That explains it. So it makes sense now.
We have really been talking to Digon a little bit too much about this, haven't we?
See, I thought Bro were favored in this matchup, but I'm starting to... Yeah, this...
I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Morgan uncontested taking a turret.
True, actually. Morgan's popping off.
I think Morgan is definitely in an even matchup.
Yeah. This is a little bit of a Morgan dip.
Yeah, but the team, it's a different story. As Canyon, he's scared of Morgan. You just saw that, right? He's scared Yuumi.
Yeah.
And he's just going to take out Dragon.
Whoa, don't speak too early. They could Nocturnal in and... No, I'm not going to get this one.
Can I speak now?
A little spooky.
All right.
Not a spooky. Oh, Polu.
Okay, Polu goes in. I don't know what I was talking about by the parent.
How come they're playing so far up and aggressive? The guy's Dragon died 30 seconds ago.
Yep, Chody goes in, finds the point-blank charm, and down goes the Nautilus. And there is the paranoia. Keen just says, I don't care about your seismic shove. You're going to have to, just get out of there. And they do. We're not fighting for really anything at all. Managed to get himself out of the way of that one, as Duro is thinking about ganking, but he is by himself. Actually, he's not thinking about ganking. He's just defending his team because they're taking Baron.
Yeah. Ooh, they don't have a blue trinket.
All right.
RTP and they know they're going.
Chovy will once again find that point-blank charm, and the Baron is just gone. There's the Pop Blossom. It's only onto one, but it's onto the priority target, and Closer will go down. Morgan gets into the back line. The Cyclone's there, though, and Morgan is trying to get out and is denied. Oh my god, the damage from this composition is absurd! And it's Polu that dies last in the fight. That's just how good the target selection is here for Gen.G. They'll take the ace alongside the Baron, and they will look to finish off this round robin 18-0 here in LCK 2025, and will undoubtedly be the best team in LCK after this regular season, and looking like formidable opposition heading towards the road to MSI.
Even the final bosses of the Bros, with all the Bro tax and the will behind them,